Something feels wrong right now. Not loud wrong, quiet wrong. The kind that lives behind your ribs. You just walked out of that conversation, and somehow you're the one apologizing. So why are you the one saying sorry? You know what you said. You know what happened. But the way they looked at you made you feel like you invented it. Your brain is doing something right now. Something it was built to do, and you almost missed it. You remember exactly what was said. The words, the moment, the energy, clear as anything. But they looked directly at you and said, "That never happened." And something in your chest went quiet. Not because you forgot, because your brain started to wonder, what if they're right? That moment, right there, is where gaslighting begins. Not in the lie they told, in the doubt they planted. Researchers at McGill University found your brain runs on prediction. Every second of every day, your mind forecasts what reality should look like. Then it compares that forecast to what it actually receives. When someone you trust directly contradicts your lived experience, your brain registers something called a prediction error, a mismatch it cannot resolve. And here is where it turns dangerous. Your brain has evolved to trust people close to you. Klein and Wood at McGill call this epistemic trust. The belief that someone you love accurately interprets reality. So when they deny your memory, your brain doesn't question them first. It questions you. This is not stupidity. This is not weakness. This is how gaslighting hacks. One of your most sophisticated survival systems, and they figured it out before you did. Here is what this looks like inside your nervous system, in real time. First, the denial. Small, almost dismissible. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. You always make everything dramatic. Each one of those sentences creates cognitive dissonance in your brain. A war between what you know and what they're insisting is true. Your brain treats this as a genuine threat. The amygdala fires. The anterior cingulate cortex, your brain's built-in error detector, floods with activation. Cortisol rises, and something darker begins. But here is the part that should scare you. You don't feel manipulated, you feel wrong. That's the entire mechanism. That's what makes it so effective. Gaslighting doesn't arrive feeling like abuse. It arrives feeling like your own confusion, your own overreaction, your own sensitivity. Research published in Frontiers in Psychology found a direct link between gaslighting exposure and clinically significant anxiety and depression, not after years of it, almost immediately. Because your brain is working around the clock, trying to find the version of reality where both of you can be correct. That version doesn't exist. But your brain, loyal to a fault, will not stop searching for it. No single moment proves gaslighting, but a pattern does. You always do this. You start thinking, do I always do this? Everyone sees my side. You start thinking, am I the problem? You're imagining things. You start thinking, what if I actually am? This is not you losing your mind. This is your reality in being quietly, deliberately rewritten. One small sentence at a time. And most people never catch the exact moment it happens. Here is what no one tells you. The moment you feel most confused is the moment you are closest to the truth. Read that again. The moment you feel most confused is the moment you are closest to the truth. That disorientation you feel after talking to them, that is not evidence you are crazy. That is your prediction error detection system, catching something real. Your brain is trying to tell you something. You just haven't been taught to hear it yet. Neuroscientist Robin Frampton's 2024 research on epistemic resilience found something that changes everything. When gaslighting is recognized, the prefrontal cortex begins to reassert control. Working memory, suppressed by months of chronic self-doubt, starts trusting itself again. The brain can recalibrate, but only if you catch it in time. Here's what happens when you don't. The longer gaslighting goes undetected, something called dopaminergic dysregulation sets in. Your brain learns a new rule. Certainty is dangerous. Doubt is safer. Neuropsychologists call this epistemic fatigue. Your brain becomes so exhausted from fighting that it surrenders your version of reality and quietly accepts theirs. Not because you are weak, because your brain is trying to end the pain. And here is the counterintuitive truth, the one that flips everything on its head. The gaslighter doesn't always know they're doing it. Klein's 2025 framework, published in Personality and Social Psychology Review, confirmed that gaslighting can operate unconsciously. This is not always a villain with a plan. This is someone who needs control, more than they need truth. And the closer you are to them, the more power they have over your reality. Your trust in them is the exact tool they use against you. So how do you catch it? In real time. Your body gives you the answer first. That tightness in your chest after every conversation, that rehearsing what you'll say before you've even opened your mouth, that apology forming in your throat. Before you've done anything wrong, these are not personality quirks. These are data. Start treating them that way. The next time it happens, don't argue, don't defend yourself, just write it down, not to prove anything to them. To protect your memory from their revision of it. Gaslighting erodes memory confidence first. A written record, kept privately, is your brain's anchor to what actually happened. Next, name what you felt, not what they said. Don't argue their version of events. You cannot win that war. Instead, say this: I felt dismissed when that happened. That exchange left me confused. You cannot be gaslit about your own internal state. Your feelings are the one thing they cannot rewrite. And finally, find one person who sees clearly. One grounded voice outside the dynamic entirely. Gaslighting only works in isolation. When there is no outside mirror, their version of reality fills every room. One trusted witness, one person who reflects back what you already know, breaks the architecture completely. You don't need everyone to believe you. You need one person who knows you. And here is the truth you carry out of this. Your brain catching that something is wrong is not you being dramatic. It is not you being oversensitive. It is your prefrontal cortex running exactly the program it was built to run. Detection, protection, preservation. It caught it. Now you have to trust it. Gaslighting only works until you stop asking them what's real and start trusting what you felt. Right now, think of one person, the one who made you question your own memory. Don't say their name. Just drop their first initial. One letter. If you know, you know. And if your brain has been quietly catching things, stick around. It's about to make a lot more sense.